Patting here is okay. And we just talked about how players never pat the flop with a 9. The key to this play, though, is that Lime is still drawing 2, so you have a lot of equity by patting here. Plus, you'll win the hand if he doesn't improve on the turn, which is always a bonus when you hold the weak hand. The cons are that you probably can't value bet the river, and you have to fold if you get bet into. Plus, there's a lot of hands that can still beat you. One thing I'd like to talk about is pressure. When you pat a hand early in triple draw, you are applying pressure to your opponent. And when you apply pressure, players are less likely to pat with weaker hands. So in this case, Lime is less likely to pat the turn with a 9, even though it might be the best hand. So by patting early, you can get an opponent to break hands that beat you, and that's just a win-win. And Lime does fold the turn, and Hero picks up the pot, so good result. Cowgirl busted, so now she's looking to scrape up another $6 for her triple draw addiction. Easy call with the 6-3-2. And we have a pat player. With this many players in the hand, this is just about always an 8-7 or better. Even poor players recognize that a pat 9 isn't doing well versus this many opponents. Oh man. And Lime raises. This sucks.
Awesome.
We have really no idea how strong either of these players are. Lime either has a really strong hand or a mediocre hand like a weak 8-7 or even a 9 that is hoping to scare Easy into breaking and force Hero into a difficult decision as well. But that's just more of an advanced play. I think the more likely scenario is that Lime has a real monster. I mean, most players at this level don't have the ability to raise here, hoping to force a break. So I think this is a strength play more often than a finesse play. Either way, this really puts Hero in a difficult spot. Even though Bubble Boy is drawing to the second nuts, I think you have to respect the raise and understand that with 2 other players in the hand, there are additional dead cards, and because of that, your outs are limited. If you call this raise and Easy re-raises, you're really hating life. I mean, just based on odds alone, I don't think this is a profitable call. I just don't think that an 8-7-6 is good here that often. So that leaves a couple of 4s and 5s, and a 5 may not even be good. I really think this is a fold, and it's not as close as some of you might think. Yeah, I think that's a great fold. These are the types of plays that separate the winning players from the break-even or losing players. You know, Hero evaluated the situation, and despite a really strong draw, he recognized that the equity in the hand was poor, and he had an opportunity to exit the hand with minimal money invested. Just a really strong fold that a lot of players would not even consider. So many players in this spot would just look solely at the strength of their hand and auto-click the call button. So really nice fold. Okay. This lead by Easy makes no sense whatsoever. Lime right now is confused too. I'm confused as well. Maybe you're confused there at home. If Easy has a strong enough hand to lead here, then why on earth wouldn't he have 3-bet Lime's raise on the turn? Wow, and Lime folds.
What the heck?
So my best guess is that he was raising the turn with a weaker hand, trying to scare Easy into breaking. I really don't think there's any chance Lime was snowing here. Maybe he was looking to raise fold. But players at this level aren't usually capable of raise folding, so that's hard to say. Well, regardless, I still think folding was the correct play by Hero, but he definitely needs to make a note here about Lime's play and Easy's play as well.